Previously, I spent days of my life playing, recording, editing and uploading 3D footage before deciding that it wasn't enjoyable enough to watch and so started again from scratch. If people were more interested in the 3D, then it would keep them there for longer. Maybe it didn't matter how good the 3D looked in the video. Perhaps bad implementations would be just as interesting and mind-blowing to watch. But how would people know? How would they know that I was trying to show them these effects and that I myself wasn't oblivious to the pros and cons of each game's 3D? It was obvious. Why not review each game? By using my voice, people would not just watch the 3D for the 3D, but also for the analysis. And more importantly, it would set my videos aside from the other 3D videos out there. Perhaps viewers would watch these videos not to make their own mind up about the 3D in games, but to be told and educated. These videos could become tutorials in their own right, benefiting from the current strengths of my 3kliksphilip channel. I've gone on about how I'm now in the entertainment rather than the tutorial industry. Why shouldn't I apply that same thinking to this series? Why not try to appeal to everybody, rather than the small group of people who simply wants to view the 3D in games, who might click on my video before clicking off onto somebody else's who happens to be doing the same thing? Alarm bells should be sounding right now. You can't appeal to everybody. You just can't. But I figured that I could at least make these videos more mainstream. I could add several different things that would appeal to viewers. Perhaps once I had done that, I could start juggling about with the balance of these different elements until I found a style that appealed to an audience who would previously have not watched these videos. If I could steal some people who enjoyed 3D already, even better. I scrapped everything and redid every video with commentary. Every recording, every edit. Not that I'd need to save it all this time, since it would definitely be right this time. How could it not be? I made the first 30 or so seconds of footage have analysis of the 3D, its pros and cons, and perhaps some witty jokes as well. After that, I'd let the viewers have a couple of minutes without commentary. They've been educated about the video in question, perhaps now they'd want some time to try it out without me blabbering on about stuff. Occasionally I'd throw something in at the end to reward viewers. With them done, I uploaded them all and tested them in YouTube. They looked fine. I could go cross-eyed and it would look great. It had taken a while, but everything seemed perfect this time. Time to release a fantastic series. But then I got some people to preview the videos. Their response? How does this look 3D? Oh dear. Nobody knows how to view these videos. I had assumed that everybody knew about 3D. Those magic eye books, the emphasis on the cross-eyed mode that YouTube had been pushing for years, and yet no, it had gone right over everybody's heads. I never asked for this. But wait, all wasn't lost. I made a tutorial video which was released the day before the others were. It got positive feedback and worked for the people I forced to watch the video then proceeded to interrogate. Things all seemed in place for the release of all the other 3D videos, but I wanted to go further with the series. I didn't want it to flop and disappear, so I made a super mega video. Half-Life 2, Episode 2. This would be the icebreaker. This would be the flagship video to showcase my series, the 3D and the review style. It was over 6 minutes long with commentary running throughout. It was witty, educational and amusing. It would appeal to people who used my channel to learn to map for that very game. Also, I could compare this video with the others I released afterwards, which didn't contain as much commentary to see how the audience retention compared. The big day came. I watched through the Half-Life 2 video one last time. It all seemed so perfect. I released it and awaited feedback. To be continued.